Welcome to Horror Movies and Beyond. Today, I'm joined by writer, director of Living with Chucky, Kyra Elise Gardner. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So excited to be here.
I know I could have told you in advance, but I was like, I want to keep it a surprise.
I'm so glad you did. That was such a nice surprise to see your face pop up on this.
I absolutely enjoyed this documentary. I don't watch a lot of them, but I was like, girl, I got to watch my girls. So I was blown away by how great it was and informative.
Yes, informative for first and foremost. Thank you.
Not only does Living with Chucky takes us into an in-depth look into Child's Play franchise, it gives us a brief history and how it impacts the horror community from a perspective of filmmakers and fans. That is just amazing. The impressive cast list that you had was just, I was blown away. Every person that popped up, I was just like, this girl is doing her thing. How was that to sit there and talk to these legendary people who worked on this franchise?
Intimidating at times, but also so wonderful. Obviously, it was just like asking Don and David and my dad, like, hey, can you like connect me to Billy Boyd? That'd be great. And so Don Mancini actually set up that interview. And it was weird because like Billy Boyd came to my house. So I was just like, hey, Billy. And just like, yeah, I'm Billy Boyd today. That's crazy. But it was so lovely. Like everything kind of just unfolded over time. Obviously, I shot the documentary over the course of several years. So it was like finding the time with people. So Brad Dourif is like just such a presence in the room anyhow. But also, you know, he's in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and so many other things like that. So, but he's like also the biggest like teddy bear, and he like flew out from New York just for the interview, which was so sweet of him. And like getting to interview John Waters in his own home in Baltimore was so wonderful. Like each experience with each cast member was like its own wonderful little experience, which was fun. And I don't think I would have been able to be in the room as like Billy Boyd ever in my life again. So that was really cool.
I know that really sounds like, oh my God, I probably would pass out. But one thing about the documentary, it was fun. It was funny. It was very interesting. It kept your attention the whole time. It felt very relaxed, like they're your extended family, which they kind of are.
Yes. Yeah. It was weird because it was like meeting my extended family for the first time. But that was my goal, was like to keep it very candid. Like a lot of horror films, like their documentaries are like moody because it was a horror movie and like harsh lighting. And I'm not like doxing that at all or anything, like discounting that. But that was my goal, was to keep it very natural and light, like natural light from the windows, like really just sitting down and having a conversation with these people and like getting to know them as the audience gets to know them with me.
There's one thing I really noticed about this documentary was the importance of Chucky, but also just like that information of the father and daughter relationship and how it, progressed. And, you had some moments where, he was working long hours and stuff like that. But this seemed like a bonding, even for Brad and Fiona. Like, how was that?
I didn't expect their lives to parallel my dad and I's as much. Like you would think, yes, of course, but you never know until you're actually sitting there and having a conversation. And now that I'm like going into the film industry, it's very reflective of theirs, of like Fiona asking her dad for advice as a fellow actor, and as I do with my dad as like a director who wants to do special effects things. Like it was really interesting to see their relationship, but also it centered around Chucky as well in a way. Like Fiona and I are both October babies. I didn't know that Chucky was always at her birthday parties. Chucky was always at my birthday parties. So like, it's so funny. And then there would be like moments where they like disagree on like the timeline or like the history of something. And it's exactly like in all the not put in the documentary footage of me and my dad, where I'm like, no, that was 2 years ago, Dad, or something like that. It was very like, okay, you guys get us on a whole other level.
Well, I have to say, it is very, very good, very thorough. Thank you so much. I wish I could have all the time in the world, but girl, you know where I am.
Yeah, you know where I am. I know. I'm gonna see you so soon somehow. Yeah.
So I want to say thank you for doing what you did. It's amazing. And also for giving us a glimpse of Chucky, you know, not only on the big screen and the TV series, but part of our lives and how it means so much to the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
So everyone out there, please check out this horror documentary. Living with Chucky would be out April 4th on Screambox. And oh my God, so excited for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited to come on here.
All right.